Hello and welcome to the Juice Box. This is going to be another kitchen vlog because it's not technically winter in Michigan, but it's damn near close. So, as the title of the video suggests, I have a new bike. I think some of you know about a new bike, but it's actually not the one you're thinking of. And I've been talking in the Discords about that other bike, but only a select few know about the bike that I'm going to talk about today. So, let's get into it. All right, so that's awesome, right? Ugh, maybe not. I don't know what I got myself into. I picked it up for $300 with a title, clear title. Hasn't ran in many years, been sitting in storage. It's kind of a hunk of shit right now. But what I want to walk through today is some of my overall plans for this bike and what I want to do. Obviously, first thing would be to get it running. So in order to do that, the guy that I bought it from mentioned that it should run because it was ran when it parked, but then he worked on it in 2016 or something like that and replaced the starter, and he said there were some bolts and stuff missing. So I went ahead and just bought a new starter kit, so that way we'll start fresh. Yeah. Bought a new clutch cable, which once I get down to the bike and actually start working on it, that'll make more sense. Right now, the clutch lever doesn't work. I don't know if it's just not hooked up or what. Haven't dug into it, don't care. We'll get to it when we get to it. And then just from an aesthetic standpoint, oh no, before we get to aesthetics, there were some seals missing, so I went ahead and bought an entire seal kit for our KZ400. I don't know if y'all can see that. So we got that. We got some levers, just new brake lever. It's a cable operated brake, or clutch rather. Cable operated clutch lever. And then I've got a new front brake reservoir and lever. They were just kind of old and crusty, and because of some of the work I'm doing on some of my other projects, I know that it's probably just easier and cheaper to buy the whole thing and then have some peace of mind that it's going to work, hopefully, rather than try to do a master cylinder rebuild kit, which I have for the KZ, which I need to do still. Anywho, so because it's an old bike and it has two carburetors that go into two manifolds that go into the engine, into the cylinders. Because I have experience with a 81 KZ440, I know that the constant velocity, that's what CV stands for, those constant velocity carburetors, they work on vacuum and they are very finicky. And I've rejetted that other bike and I still have issues with it. I may have to end up doing what I'm about to tell you I'm going to do for this bike, which is an 11th Hour Industries. I'll put a link somewhere, I don't know. 2-in-1 manifold for you to be able to run I think it's a Mikuni VM34 carburetor. So what that's going to do is eliminate that whole constant velocity issue, and it should be technically a little sportier because it'll have a quicker throttle response with just being cable driven as opposed to being vacuum driven. I'm not going to get into how a carburetor works. If you want to learn about how carburetors work on a motorcycle, I would suggest going in the search bar and typing how does a motorcycle carburetor work. There'll be options. Pick one, pick two. You'll find out really quick Or, oh, if you want to learn about constant velocity carburetors, what you do is you type in, how do constant velocity carburetors work? It's thrilling. So yes, from a performance standpoint, gotta do carb, and then I will do just some basic maintenance stuff. Like I mentioned, I'll throw in some new gaskets all around the engine, do oil. It doesn't currently have oil in it, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. We'll see. But then the fun part that I want to do, we're gonna open some boxes and show you. And it's not a total unboxing because I've already opened these. But I want to do, it's supposed to be gold, but it's not really that gold. Exhaust wrap. And then I'll do handlebars, some high-rise handlebars. I don't hate the bars that are on it, but again, kind of like the levers, they were a little bit crusty and rusty and pitted, so it's not that expensive to just get a set of Rentals, I think is what I'm going to go with. So kind of give it that, not quite an off-road dirt bike look, but something a little bit sportier without doing the hipster clip-on cafe racer look. If I haven't mentioned it already, I'm building a Brat style motorcycle, and apparently that's the origins of that go back to Japan. I don't have enough time or knowledge about it to really go into it, but it's different from a cafe racer, but it still kind of looks like those. I don't know. Maybe I can put like a, here's what this one looks like, cafe racer, and here's what a Brat style bike looks like. You know, maybe something like that. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. But in an effort to get way ahead of myself, I found an amazing deal on new paint. What do I mean by that? So what I'm grabbing out of the box will be the new aesthetic of this bike. So even though it looks super crusty right now, I bought this new tank, custom painted, and side covers, $60 on eBay. Is it professional grade painting? No, it's not, but it's a hell of a lot better than whatever's on it. I've not actually opened the tank. It's still taped over. Same thing with the petcock. So I don't know what it looks like inside, but if it's a total disaster, I have experience with that. I can fix that. Usually do like a apple cider vinegar, and then like nails or marbles or whatever. Shake it around, you let it sit for a few days. All the big chunks of rust will come out, and then I usually just run like a inline fuel filter. I don't know, I'll figure it out. If it's that bad and it needs it, we'll do it. So yes, green tank. But then my idea for this bike is to do kind of a green and gold, but I don't want to be totally obnoxious with the gold, or maybe I do. I talked about doing a set of the gold Renthal bars, but apparently that's a big popular thing to do. So I'm not going to do it because reasons, but I am going to do some cool pinstriping, I think. And I've been trying to track down some gold Kawasaki logos. I don't remember which bike they were on. It was some 1100 that they made that had gold badges. I think look really, really cool on here. And then for those side covers, they're missing the emblems. But I have a couple ideas for that, and I will let you all know further down the line once I make some decisions on that. Those emblems, if I wanted original ones, they're really, really expensive. But I'm thinking of doing something custom, because you can get custom made emblems. I think that would look real nice. What else? So yes, why did I get this bike? Maybe that's a good talking point. I have a problem. Hi, my name is Justin, and I have a problem buying motorcycles. I buy too many. I go on Facebook Marketplace, and I find a deal that I just can't pass up. And this happens again and again and again. So I realized I didn't need another bike sitting around. And I'm not really a builder, but I'm gonna learn how to do some chopping and fabricating with this project. I've got a couple things in the works. I'll have to put a custom seat on this thing. Obviously, I think I put this one on my list. I think that's gonna look really nice in there. And then I'm trying to think of what else is in my wish list. That maybe a new front headlight. We could do the whole hipster thing with the, you know, crossed outness. Here's those bars I was talking about. So nice high bend bars. And turn signals. I haven't decided exactly what turn signals I want to do. If I don't go with the gold Renthal bars, which I don't think I am, I may end up doing black and gold hand grips. So I want to tie the whole gold thing together. And in terms of obnoxiousness with gold, I am potentially toying with the idea of stripping the frame all the way down or most of the way down and potentially cleaning it up and rattle canning it gold, or I can look locally and see if anybody around here does powder coating. I really don't want to spend that much money on it. But the end goal, because I think I took a full detour there, the end goal is to do either a giveaway with this bike or donate it to Forgotten Angels for that giveaway, or build it up and sell it locally and then donate that money to Forgotten Angels. So I somewhat have good intentions with this thing. So hopefully it will go to charity some way or the other. If not, and I get greedy, I'll sell it and use that money for my other bikes on this channel and in my life. Yeah, I don't do the whole like business thing yet, so they're still all my bikes, all my assets. So I pay for my own gas and stuff. That comes out of my work expense because I don't get money from YouTube. As of today, December 6th, I still only have 87 followers. So if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, the hell are you doing? Go subscribe. It's like that button right down there. Or I don't know if YouTube still, it's the red button that says subscribe. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so already, go hit the like button. Oh, hold on. I said go hit the like button. And hit the bell notification so you don't miss out, or hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any notifications. And then, you know, comment down below what you think I should do to this bike, if there's something that I'm missing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting this one together and showing you guys the end product. And like I said, the end goal would be to get it down to Forgotten Angels for the upcoming March camp out, to do that as part of the giveaway. I haven't talked to David from Forgotten Angels, David. I haven't talked to him yet about this. I just need to figure out if I will actually be able to get it running before I commit. Before I commit myself to including it in the raffle. So it's December. I have a few months to do it, but it should be fairly simple to get that bike running. It's just going to be the whole, you know, running and riding bit. Speaking of which, I'll have to do tires. I have some tires. I think I'm going to do these tires. I haven't figured out brakes yet, but I'll have to get some sort of drum pads, whatever. That's not hard. I don't know. There's a lot. I should probably make a list. Of things that I need to do before this bike will be ready. But once it is ready, I already went ahead and registered this thing. It's actually insured as well. But if you'll notice, that thing is good till 2032 because historical plate, baby. That's a pretty neat program here up in Michigan. It'd be a lot cooler if I was keeping the bike, but the purpose of these plates is to only be able to take it to like bike shows and parades and some stuff like that. But like I was telling the boys in the Whiskey Chaser Discord, everywhere I go is an event, so long as my camera's rolling. And on that note, more updates to come soon on other new bikes. But yeah, keep it juice. Welcome to the juice box. Goodbye from the juice box. The squeeze juice box. I don't know. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.